and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile Chukwu okike abịa onye na-efe na aja aha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro. Iwe nye anyị ndụ ala nke dị n'uwere n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọbụla na ya ka ike niile nọ n'ọbadịrị aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezi oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikpere anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna n'ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile onye ọbụla anyị a na-azọpụta onye ọbụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Good evening. Good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for joining.
Happy Sunday.
Same to you. Same to you. Happy Sunday.
How is everything, sir?
Glory be to God. Oh, thank God. Thank God.
God will surely bless you people. I am joining from the zoo. That is why.
Okay. I understand. Thank you so much. Thank you. Today is
God will surely bless you people for the good work you are doing.
Thank you.
I saw your topic there. Oh, Paul, which one again? We want to hear.
Of course, we are always victorious. Victory is ours. Victory is ours. No matter what is happening, we continue to display the victory. They are trying to stop us, but the more they try, the more we win.
It will take them 100 years.
Of course.
To penetrate.
Yeah. My only joy is that those of you in Biafra land, we are praying for you every day. We are praying for you every day because you people are taking the bullet for us.
I'm telling you, those people, they are really invading places.
Yeah.
And God will surely ambush them for Biafra.
You see?
That is our prayer.
You see? So how is the sit at home going over there? Sit at home, the Sunday sit at home, how is it going in Biafra land?
Actually, I'm in Lagos now. I can't tell.
Okay.
I'm in Lagos, so I can't tell how it is.
Okay.
But as time goes on, they will comply.
Yeah. That is it.
Yeah, they will comply.
It's gradual. You know, when we started the Monday, they thought it's not going to work. But when we began to go and go today, that Monday has become the pillar of the struggle. Monday has become
from on the 15th now, they will know that we are no longer joking.
Exactly.
When they begin to feel the heat now, everybody will be running around, even both the pastors. They will know that the game has changed.
That is true.
So that is that.
That is true. I really appreciate you people.
I can see the great work people were doing yesterday. The fundraising was awesome.
Yeah. That is
God will surely bless you.
Victory I'm talking about. That's the major victory. You know, the enemy, they think that we cannot be able to hold it. They try to campaign, they try to
against it,
stop people against it. But Chukwu Okike is in charge. That's what I tell them. He's in charge.
Yes, anything
that Chukwu Okike permits, anything that he permits, nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop it. And anyone he did not permit, if he didn't permit it will not fly.
They will always abandon the project. They cannot take it to completion.
Exactly.
You can see them now. Some people are fall. You know, when at the beginning of creation, when devil fall, he was looking for people to join him. That is what you see happening in IPOP today. I will mention his name here. Please permit me. You can see that Paul Achebe, he has failed from the beginning. Now he's looking for something, and unfortunately, Raphael have joined him now. They have hooked themselves now, campaigning against autopilot. You can see. So they will continue to fail. This thing we are talking about is the things of the spirit. If you are not pure, you cannot last.
Right.
Look at the way Raphael came in as if he's genuine. Understand what I'm saying? And now look at when they boxed him out, when he was having meeting with the people that is against whom with the account. Now he now came back, begin to blah blah blah. Isima, they are not working for restoration of Biafra. At the end of the day, he went to go and join Achebe. They begin to campaign. The autopilot, they want to hijack waiting clinical. I was even one of his brokers. He was saying that he will not advise anybody to go and put his money in Umwede. If they put the money there, the person is on his own. Look at that confused man. Then after the other man, I don't know his name, that came out from the DOS gang that was exposing how Mazun Andikanu was removed as a director and a leader of the regional people of Biafra. Now after that, now they could not come out again. Understand? I mean, Raphael himself, Raphael could not say anything. Understand what I'm saying? They were busted, they were confused. Now, even I'm very sure that Mazi Achebe himself was regretting now. You know, the broadcast he made before the busting out of the changing of name. Adibi, he have not come out to condemn IPO autopilot. He could have said something reasonable. But because he has failed from left and right now, he's just like a bat. So he don't know where to go. He's confused, looking for more people to join him.
I agree with you. You see,
God will surely destroy them.
Just like I say on my program, I don't like mentioning people's name. You know, I love those guys very well. Achebe used to be, I used to go to his program. I appear in his program many times. And even Raphael, I have appeared in them. The very first day they started that very issue, I was on the program. Then I spoke to them. But when I saw the way they were going, and somebody called me privately to give me some information, then I began to look at them. It's so sad. It is so sad. I love that guy so much, but the way, you see, what is causing this is pride. Pride. There are certain times when something is happening, if you are not sure of the information, don't talk. Because sometimes when you say something, it is difficult to say sorry. Sorry is just a small letter, about 5-letter word, very small letter. But there are people who cannot say sorry, no matter what. That is why, if you are one of those who cannot say sorry, be careful before you say anything. Watch your word. Don't just say something when you're not sure.
I want to say this. All these things that you see happening today is out of jealousy and envy. Look at Simon Ekpa. They are trying to compare themselves with Simon Ekpa, but Simon Ekpa is far ahead of them. Look at them now. They are struggling to gather 100 people. Even before Simon Ekpa starts his program, only from YouTube, he will have 2,000 plus. Exactly. So he has not seen anything about people are waiting for him to come and hear for him. Why? Because he has something to deliver. Because he has something to offer. You people don't have anything to offer. And let me say this. If you should go both all the era today, all of their topic is Simon Ekpa. Do you know why? The reason is that without Simon Ekpa in their brokers, nobody will be there.
I agree with you.
Hello, those people that you saw there today, they are either there to support the evils against Simon. I support the good way. I be there to support their evil, and all those people that make up the number that you are saying now is there to defend Simon Ekpa. So they must put Simon Ekpa name must be there. Go through their topic. Simon Ekpa must be there, or Dr. Nelly. If not, nobody will be there. They are using Simon Ekpa and Dr. Nelly auto-piloted IPOP to sell their market. That is just only what I can say. They are using us to sell their market, and as that, they will crash at last.
It is very sad, my brother. It is very sad. I feel pain when I see them. When I see some of their brokers, I begin to wonder. Is it not the people that we are broadcasting before? They're not the people who are saying, I don't know if they have time to go back and reflect on what they were saying. Simply because you wanted Simon Ekpa to speak the language that you want him to speak, and he refused. You want to force him to do something, and he said no. He has told you his stance. I told them that day when they were doing the program. I told them Simon Ekpa have given his stance. He is fighting for Biafra. But he is not going to stand against anybody that is fighting for Mazen Nandekano and fighting for our freedom. If you want to fight, any language you want to use to fight for the actualization of Biafra, you are free. Any language you want to use to fight and make sure that Mazen Nandekano is released, we are with you. That was what Simon Ekpa said. Now you want Simon Ekpa to come out and begin to open up a war, open up a fight.
Yes.
And when he refused to open up that fight, you begin to turn against him. What crime has he committed? Nothing. Nothing. Okay, look at this issue of removing Mazen Nandekano's name from the director of Radio Biafra. When I saw them, the way they were running around it, I begin to laugh. Just something that is very open. Everybody can browse. You can go on your own. You go to UK and browse. You will see it by your own self. Something that is in the public, yet you will see people lying about it. You see people lying about it. Some people have just, I can't just understand, you know, Satan have just bought the mind of some people, and this is arrogance and pride. When you have vomited something, you can't say sorry anymore. It's sad. People have to be very careful. If you don't have real information, don't say anything about it. Keep quiet. If you don't have full information, don't speak about anything.
I want to say this.
Yeah.
I want to say this. Like now, their problem is that they want Simon Ekpa to tell Dr. Nelly that you should keep quiet. And it cannot happen like that. Why? Because Mazen Nandekano give everybody assignment. Now, for instance, that you are a teacher, you gave your student assignment. Understand what I'm saying? Then maybe, fortunately, only one person was able to at least do something, even if the person did not get it right. Are you hearing me now? But the person try, he cracked his brain, he make research. But even though if it is not right, you will give him half mark or full, or at least some of the mark. You will consider that you try. That's why the fact that you did not get it all. Understand what I'm saying? But the assignment that Mazen Nandekano gave to all Biafra, they have yet to carry out their research, and the person that have carried out her own research have come with the result. Then they have castigating her. Understand what I'm saying? Even till today, if you should ask many of them that what was the result of the research that the assignment they gave to you, where is your own answer? Nobody. They say they are yet to research. Till when? Till when? Look at what is happening now. Simon Ekpa is a COVID-19 broadcaster, IPOP member, and now Paul Achebe that was there right from the 1960 something. Now is pleading to join Simon Ekpa program. You see the mess that they gave to him last time when Raphael was asking one kind of question. You know he lied. Simon Ekpa have to kick him out. When he kicked him out, he brought Raphael in. Raphael pleaded that Simon should allow Ashebe to come in. And when he came in, you know now Simon Ekpa is a wise somebody. Understand what I'm saying? Before you can hold him, you will try. Not so that people will not say that it's pride. He don't want to come here again. He said, okay, no worry, he will come. Later, was he able to say anything? He kicked him out again. He have to apologize that Paul, we are sorry. Either you take it or you don't take it. You don't rubbish you with that. Understand what I'm saying? Because they are not straightforward. That is why they are begging to join my Simon Ekpa program today. Adibi, if you are saying the truth, you are the truth. The Biafrans will follow you. How much did Mazen Nandekano pay to people before they started following him? When did this started? Did this started before was Ricky and others? No, it is because of the truth. And all those ones today, they will be here. Tomorrow they are just on the fence. So that is why they could not gather followers. Understand what I'm saying? Now, if they should be saying that somebody that is well known in the struggle, Achebe that have been there for some years, should be well known, we should have more followers than Simon that just came yesterday. Then why are you pushing Simon to go and tell somebody what happened to your own mouth? Understand what I'm saying? What happened to your own mouth? Because any word from you cannot hold water. There is nobody understand. So those people, they are just failure looking for people to join their group. Understand? Look at that kind of person now. He was saying that he did not trust anybody. That he did not trust anybody, that is not going to give his money until Mazen Nandekano came out. Then how would the men on ground, how would they be surviving? How would they be protecting the land? You can see that kind of confused human being. And he says, so bros, those people, they are just confused. That is what I can say. They are confused.
My brother, the only thing I'm telling every Biafran that is watching, and those of us who are speaking on platform, we have to concentrate on our freedom. Concentrate on our freedom. I believe that all of them will come back to their senses and will come back. For an Igbo man, a Biafran man, sometimes the pride could not allow them to come back. Those guys have been doing well. They have been doing good. All of a sudden, they just made that unnecessary mistake, begin to force somebody to do what he doesn't want to do. We pray that they will see restrain their step and begin to do right thing. But the most important thing that we Biafrans, we have to focus on our freedom. Let us focus on our freedom. Let us focus on it. Is us, only us that can free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody can free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It is the Biafran people. We will free him. We will free him. Let us focus on our freedom. Even the distraction, let us stop paying attention to distract us. If we pay attention, let us pay attention now that we are talking about the civil disobedience and economic sanction. Those of you in Nigeria, help us and make contact. Connect those who are in Biafra land. Those market leaders, those of them who are doing business, let them stop giving their revenue to the local government, state government, and federal government. That is where we are. The civil disobedience. Let us continue to, if we can be able to enforce that civil disobedience, at least 30%, we will be victorious. 30%. Just look at the only Monday sit at home, they are running helter-skelter. Only Monday sit at home, every one of them is running. And even the Monday sit at home is not even 100%. If we can be able to get this Sunday with the economic sanction, well, they will release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu with speed.
Let on 15 come first, that we see.
We have to be concerned about. That's where we have to, and I pray that people will guide and protect every one of you in Biafra land. I feel for you people. You are taking the bullet, you are taking the bullet for us. I appreciate everything that every one of you is doing. You people are doing wonderfully well against all odds, with all the attack in a lawless country. It's not easy. It's not easy. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you, my brother.
God will surely bless you people. Let me end here so that other people who can join.
Okay, thank you.
Take care. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome, Biafrans. Welcome, Biafrans. Please let us concentrate on our victory. We have to concentrate. Let us concentrate. We have to concentrate. I don't want us to be distracted. Don't be distracted. I know so many of our brothers who we are doing well in the past, they have deviated. So many of our brothers. But let us not be distracted and let us not do the same thing they are doing by using them as a topic. And we advise everyone. That is why in my channel, I try as much as possible not to discuss people, not to use people as my topic. You can never see a name of anybody. I'm using the name of anybody to write as a topic. I don't do that. And I try as much as I can to be able to avoid speaking about people or using people's name. I can speak generally. When I speak, people who I'm talking to, we know whom I'm talking to. It is left for them to take correction. It's left for them to change. That is the most. Let us focus on our freedom. Let us focus on our freedom. Some people, when you begin to discuss people and their issues or begin to call their name, you are making them much more relevant and you are promoting them. It's just like the battle those of our brothers are fighting. What they are saying, even what they are fighting against, they are promoting it by challenging it and even using it as a topic. The more you begin to mention that name, mention the name, you are equally promoting it. You are equally making it relevant. But when you ignore, I tell people, anything that Chukwu Abiyama did not permit in this struggle, it can never fly. It cannot fly, no matter how you try, no matter the kind of connection you have, no matter the angle you are coming from. Anything that Chukwu Abiyama did not permit, it cannot fly. And anyone that Chukwu Abiyama permit and promote, no matter how you try to stop it, it will continue to grow. It will continue to grow. You don't need to force anybody. You don't need to coerce anybody. You don't need to force anybody. You don't need to push anybody. Just speak the word. As Chukwu Abiyama is in charge of the struggle today, when you talk about autopilot, autopilot means Chukwu Abiyama in control. That is the way I interpret it. Nobody is the leader of autopilot. Nobody. No single person is the leader of autopilot. Nobody is controlling autopilot. Autopilot is controlled by Chukwu Abiyama himself. He is in charge. He is in charge. Nobody is the leader. So when you begin to point, this is where we make mistakes of that. When Chukwu Abiyama puts something in your heart, that this is what will free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, this is what needs to be done. If you have an idea on how to implement it, go ahead and implement it. Preach it on your platform. If you find yourself in any platform, use that opportunity to preach what Chukwuka has put in your heart. When you preach it, if that is the right message, if the message is from Chukwuka, only he himself will water that your message. He will water it. Before you know it, people will cash in it and begin to run away with it. That was how Mazen Nandekano came up. Mazen Nandekano came up with the message of Biafra. He preached that message and preached it after Wazirika had fallen. After Wazirika had fallen, Mazen Nandekano came out and people saw his sincerity, saw the sincerity and truth in him. He didn't need to force anybody. He was only using the microphone to call our attention. Some people call him ethnic bigot. Some people say he's abusive. Some people say he's bullying. But when you look at it, he was passing a message that only a clean person can pass. There are some languages that Mazen Nandekano was using when he was preaching. Only him alone can use it. Only him. If you are not pure, you cannot use the language that Mazen Nandekano is using. If you are not pure and you're not corrupt, you cannot call people out the way Mazen Nandekano is doing. But because Mazen Nandekano is absolutely genuine, tested and trusted, that is why he can say anything he wants to say. And I used to tell people, when you hear for a very long time, we've been hearing that we are white and whiter than snow. IPOB is white and whiter than the only man that is white and whiter than snow in IPOB is Mazen Nandekano. I say it and I say it again. The only man who has been white and whiter than snow is Mazen Nandekano, and he is the veil. He is the veil that has been covering IPOB for a very long time. He is the veil that has been covering every other member of IPOB. It is Mazen Nandekano that has been covering them. And whenever he preached that, he said that I am whiter and whiter than snow. We are whiter. He is that veil. But because that veil was removed, today we can see how dirty some people are. You can see how dirty some people are. Nobody is qualified to hold that very stance. But today you see people say it. They say that they are white and whiter than snow. Even when they are lying, you see somebody lying, kuru, you will see somebody lying, a pure liar, and he will tell you that he's white and whiter than snow. The only man that is capable of using that language is Mazen Nandekano. Nobody else. Nobody can fit into that shoe. Only him can fit into that shoe. Just like through one man, sin came into the world. Through one single man, Adam, sin came into the world. And through that one man again, redemption came. That is the same thing in that language of Mazen Nandekano. It is through Mazen Nandekano that IPOB become pure, white and whiter than snow while he was there. While Mazen Nandekano was there, IPOB was pure, white and whiter than snow. And nobody can doubt it. Nobody can, because he was standing and covering every other thing. The veil, the light that is shining in the body of Mazen Nandekano, the light that comes out of him covers every one of us. The light covered us and every one of us became white. The shining of his light covered us. Even those who were black cannot be seen. Those who were dark cannot be seen. But when the caliphate saw, they saw and they knew that this man is unbribable. They knew. They have tried. They tried to pay him off. They tried by all means possible. They knew that Mazen Nandekano is unbribable. When they discovered that he's unbribable, what did they do? They went ahead and go and kidnap him. They entered into some people who sold their soul to the enemy. They went and kidnapped Mazen Nandekano in Kenya. They renditioned him to Nigeria. And they are torturing him up to today. And they are not done. They are not done. They are still trying by all means possible to see that they destroy the struggle. Mazen Nandekano said in one of his broadcasts that people have been paid. Money has been released to buy people all over. And so many of us have collected that money. Some people even didn't collect the money just because of their friends. There are some people who never collected any money. They didn't collect any money. Nobody called them. But because of their greed, because of their arrogance, because of their envy, they are preaching the wrong message. Some people are preaching the wrong message, not because anybody gave them nobody gave them $1. Nobody gave them $1. Nobody paid them anything. But because of their arrogance, because of their greed, because of envy, they have decided to begin to stand against the man that is fighting for them. There are some other group again who are just supporting evil because their friend is involved, because their own friend is involved, because their best man is involved, because their father, their mother, their friend, their township man is involved. They begin to support evil. Nobody paid them. There are some people who are not paid, but they are supporting that evil. Some people are supporting because of what they will, because their benefactor is involved. Their benefactor, somebody who gives them recharge card, somebody who pays their house rent, somebody who gives them tips. Because that person is involved, they begin to support evil. Anything the person says, they support it, even when they know that that thing is right. And of course, there are some people who have been paid, who have been bought over. Some have been bought over. They collect the money and they begin to instigate trouble, instigate violence everywhere, instigate problems everywhere. But Biafrans, we must not lose focus. We must not lose focus. The truth is open. The truth is open and plain. And every single day, Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to reveal more things to us, to let us know that the struggle, where it is and where to follow. That is why I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama for Brother Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is not a spirit. He is human. He is a broadcaster just like every one of us. But Chukwu Okike Abiama used him to hype some information. He was able to build a platform that can reach out to so many people. And whenever he speaks, people listen. And every single revelation he has made, go and check. Every single revelation he has made are all critical revelations. The recent one that we're talking about removing the name of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from Radio Biafra, you saw the way he broke it down. Even when the people cunningly, they started to maneuver, they maneuvered themselves. They removed the name of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. When somebody complained, they put the name back. On putting the name back, they didn't put it back the way it is. They amended the name and they made him a co-director, not the director. But when you ask them, they will tell you that his name is still there. But people did not notice. So many people did not notice the difference between director and co-director. So many people did not pay attention. They didn't pay attention between the different and director and co-director. They are not the same thing. But that revelation was made. And I wonder why somebody could still today be saying that he or she doesn't know where to follow. Or you don't know the right thing to do. If anybody is still saying today that he doesn't know where to follow, he doesn't know where to go, that means you are making a mistake. If you are joining the broadcast, please keep your phone parallel. If you want to join the broadcast, keep your phone parallel. Don't keep your phone straight. If you keep your phone straight, you cannot be able to join the broadcast. If you want to join me on the broadcast to give your opinion, keep your phone parallel. Don't keep it straight. And please, while you are joining, you discuss about Biafra issue. Do not discuss about people. I don't like calling people's name or discussing people on my program. I discuss about Biafra issue, the way forward. Today that you all know is a sit at home. And we have been calling on the sit at home, Sunday sit at home. I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama so much. I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama on behalf of our brothers and sisters in Biafra land. They are sitting at home today being Sunday. They are sitting at home. So many of them begin to understand that the sit at home on Sunday is not an attack against Christianity. It is not an attack against Christianity. After all, a pastor has been sitting at home since January. Since January, a pastor has been sitting at home. A pastor has been sitting at home since January, trying to air his opinion, letting the world know that we are not in approval of the torture of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that the Biafran people are suffering. We don't have anybody to speak for us. There is no representation for Biafran people in the caliphate. There's no representation. In that company, British company called Nigeria, nobody is representing the Biafran people. We are on our own. We are on our own, speaking for ourselves, standing for ourselves. That is why we have to sit at home. If contraption called Nigeria was working, if contraption called Nigeria, or if there were supposed to be election, if the people who are there are representing us, we wouldn't have the time to come online and begin to speak. If the people who are supposed to represent us are represent, we wouldn't have the time to begin to sit at home. We are sitting at home because we do not have any representation. No single politician in Biafra land is representing the Biafran people. Not even one. No single lawmaker is standing up for Biafran people. Have you seen any lawmaker talking about the killing that is happening in the Imo State? Have you seen any lawmaker come out openly to condemn Hope Uzodinma and his military on what they are doing in Biafra land? None of them. None of them have come out to condemn Hope Uzodinma. Instead, they are standing on their own. They are talking about how to stop the sit at home, even when they know the cause of the sit at home. They know the cause of the sit at home. And may God help them. They are just talking about the sit at home on Monday. We are talking about Sunday. And we are activating civil disobedience to the highest level. They are going to meet a Greek war. They are going to meet a war very soon. Very, very soon. We have waited for so long. We have waited for so long. Biafrans have decided to take their fate into their own hand. Because we don't have any representation. I wish we had people. I wish we have people who are representing us in the House. I wish we have people who can go to the House of Assembly and tell them, remove your military from Biafra land. You are the cause of the insecurity in Biafra land. The insecurity in Biafra land is being caused by the military. There is no doubt about it. The insecurity in Biafra land is being caused by the military, by the Janjaweed military. They are the one causing it. They were the one who introduced the so-called unknown government. It was the DSS that introduced the unknown government. They were the one that introduced the unknown government. And when they introduced the unknown government, what happened? They were taking the life of Biafran people, trying to frame up ESN. Trying to frame up ESN. And it was because they were trying to frame up ESN, they formed that very unknown government. When they formed it, they tried and tried and tried. They couldn't succeed because Biafran were awake. We were always on the media telling people what was happening. And Chukwu Okike was helping us to reveal. A member of the DSS was caught, was killed in the process as an unknown government. A Fulani man was killed as an unknown government. Have you ever seen any unknown government caught and he said that he's a member of ESN? It has never happened. Since they started that blackmail up to date, there was never a day somebody was caught and they said this person is a member of ESN and is an unknown government. It never happened. The unknown government that were caught and the one that were killed, they are all members of DSS and Fulanis. They did that. It didn't work for them. Dave Umahi went back and began to form the Bubago. They formed a Bubago. Then those very foot soldiers they were using as unknown government, they changed them to a Bubago. They gave them uniform. They legalized them to begin to kill us. And if you can see how evil they are, when the Bubago started, they begin to kill themselves. Just the same thing they were doing. And the politicians begin to cry. When they began to affect the politicians, they begin to cry. They begin to protest against the Bubago, a Bubago that they created themselves. They begin to protest. They go to their House of Assembly and begin to talk about banning a Bubago. They begin to discuss about banning a Bubago. These people who are talking about banning a Bubago, it is because the Bubago have turned against them themselves. But they can never go and talk about the military that is killing the innocent people in Biafra land. They don't talk about it. Go and watch, see many videos flying on social media. You cannot even see the news on their conventional media. No conventional media reports about it. No single conventional media reports about the killing of Biafran people. None of them, not even one. Are you talking about international media? When your conventional media cannot report it, how do you expect the international media to talk about it? We see videos every day where properties of Biafran people are destroyed. Properties destroyed, people killed, their house burned, not because they were terrorists, not because they were kidnappers, not because they were seen with arms, not because they belong to ESN or whatever, not because they did anything wrong, simply because they are Biafrans. Simply because they identify themselves as Biafrans. Simply because they told the people whom they are, they claim whom they are not pretending about it. That is why they're being killed. In a contraption where you see a person from the Fulani, a person from the northern part of Nigeria will come out and tell you that I am Arewa. In the House of Senate, a Fulani man will come out and say I am Arewa. He will say it and shout it on top of his voice. Even Buhari will call himself Arewa. Somebody from Oduduwa land will stand and say I'm Oduduwa. Even Oduduwa people, they are singing their national. A governor came out and forced their national anthem on their students. A governor in Oduduwa land told the student to be singing national anthem of Oduduwa. Even the national anthem of Oduduwa was sang in the Senate. But when you come to the issue of Biafra, nobody wants to associate themselves with Biafra. No single senator is representing Biafra, let alone singing Biafra's national anthem. They don't even want to, they don't even want to agree to be Biafra. That is why a governor will come out and say that his own state is not part of Biafra. Today, he has seen his fate. Today, you see, he has seen what is happening to him, and more is going to happen to him. We don't have any representation. They don't want us. They don't want us anywhere around them. So why must we continue to force ourselves into that very environment? That is why every single Biafran, wherever you are, the struggle is no longer, the restoration of Biafra has become a compulsory thing that we must do. We are in restoration, and Biafra must be restored. It must be restored. Who are those that are going to do it? It is you and I. Every one of you that is watching me, you are going to participate in the restoration of Biafra by sharing this video, by communicating to your people in Biafra land, telling them to join the sit at home on Sunday and on Monday. Let there be a ghost town. Let there be a ghost town in Biafra land, Sunday and Monday. Let there be a ghost town. Let the churches begin to complain. Let those GOs begin to see their churches empty. It is not a fight against God. It is not a fight against God. It is a fight even to redeem Christianity. It is a fight to redeem Christianity and let those people who claim to be Christian begin to do the right thing. It is not a fight against God. Every one of us has to play a role. Embark in the massive civil disobedience. Engage in it. You have to get involved. Every one of us has to be there. Forget about people who decide to come against, who are preaching, who are talking rubbish. They are not. They are inconsequential. When you talk about people, when you gossip about people, you're just making them relevant. Focus on your freedom. Our focus starts with freedom. Forward ever and backward ever. Never.